Come on, right there. If you see the beauty of the Lord, I need you to show some sign this morning. If you see the beauty of the Lord, I just want you to respond with, Lord, I love you. Woo! Come on, that's it. I need you to look up to heaven and say, Lord, I love you. Come on, this morning, do you have love for the Lord for real? Lord, I love you. I love you. My heart is for you. You are the desire of my heart. You have my affection this morning. Can we love on him this morning? You have my affection. You have my attention. My heart beats for you. Like the deer pants for the water. So does my soul thirst for you. God, you're amazing. One more time, I just need you to shout it here and at home. Lord, I love you. Hey, 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 hey. Lord, I love you. Hey, you're the desire of my heart, and Lord, I love you. Woo, and more than anything. I'm ready, y'all. I love you more than anything. One more time, I need you just to clap your hands and bless the Lord, oh my soul. For real, God, I love you. For real, God, I love you. This song is for those who really love him. Everybody clap. It says, Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you.
Say, Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you.
Oh, Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love you.
More than anything.
Oh,
Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love
Say this. I place no one above you.
I place no one above.
Oh, Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love
More than anything.
more than anything.
Say this. Say, Lord, I need you.
Lord, I need you.
Lord, I need you.
Lord, I need
Yeah, Lord, I need you.
you. Lord, I need
More than anything. One more.
more than anything.
Whoa, Lord, I praise you.
Lord, I praise you.
Say, I lift my hands and raise you.
Lift my hands and
Oh, Lord, I pray. I'm ready more than anything. Let's go. Hey, say, I love you, Lord.
you, Lord.
This morning I declare I love you, Lord. Woo. This morning I can't just say I love you. You know, say more than anything. One more time. Say, I love you, Lord. Oh, I love you, Lord. From the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul, I love you. Yeah, yeah. Say more than anything. Hey, say more than anything. Clap it. I love you for real. I love you for real, God. I love you for real. I love you for real, God.
I love you forever.
For real.
I love you forever, God. I love you forever.
From the top. Hey, say, Lord, I love you.
Lord, I love
Hey, say, Lord, I love you.
Lord,
Lord, Lord, I love you. More than anything. Hey, no, Lord, I praise you.
Lord, I praise you.
I lift my hands and raise you.
Lift my hands and raise you.
No, Lord, I praise you.
Lord,
Let's go. More than anything. Hey,
more than
say, I love you, Lord.
you, Lord.
My heart is for you. I love you.
Love you, Lord.
No one can do me like you do. God, I love you.
You, Lord.
Hey, say more than any.
More than anything.
Shout this. I praise you, Lord.
I praise you, Lord.
Hey, I lift my hands and raise you, Lord.
Praise you,
Hey,
Lord.
from the bottom of my heart, I praise you, Lord.
Praise you,
Lord. Hey, say more than any.
more than anything.
Let's go. Say more than anything.
More than anything.
I love you for real. I love you for real, God. Hey, I love you for real. Hey, I love you for real. I love you for real.
I love you forever.
For real, it's not a joke.
I love you
Hey,
for real.
I love you
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm trying to tag somebody in. I love that. I don't just ask you guys to do it. I do it too, right? How they say what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Welcome to Midday. If this is your first time on, I am your host, Dr. Marcella Booker. I'm so grateful and thankful and elated that we are lunching and brunching together. Those that are on, that you've been here for a little bit, you've been here for a little while, you know how it goes. I need you to go ahead and like, tag, and share. What's going on, Tina? What's going on, Danya D? To all of those that are on, coming in, those that are on YouTube, good afternoon. I hope that you are having an amazing day. I want y'all to know, I feel like that was my radio voice. I used to do radio a long time ago. Welcome to the Marcella Booker Show. Yeah, all of the modulations, all of the excitement, right? I just gave y'all all of that today. We're going to talk really quickly. We're going to talk quick. We got to have this conversation. We're going to have this conversation. We started a little bit yesterday. If you were on, yeah, I got some blood work. I might need to take that off, right? Got some blood work done. I talked about sometimes not knowing, Tina, where the flow is. What do I mean? Sometimes we could bypass what could be good, what could be essential, what could be growing because the way it presents, right? Sometimes you could pass by a good deal. So the other day we talked about it. We had Bishop on yesterday, and you guys were eating him up. 4 years I've been on. He's never hosted, he's never covered, but I was so thankful that he sat in for me yesterday. I needed to take care of something, called rest. And he sat in. So listen to this. Have you ever bypassed something because it just doesn't look right? You never really investigated. I've gone to restaurants, Tina. I'm a New Yorker, right? Hey, Naisha and Nai. I've gone to restaurants and it'd be a little spot. And I'd be like, It don't have all the aesthetics. It doesn't have all of the dishes and all the white shirts and all the crystal. It could be a little spot. And in New York, they have those like Tina, Danya, different ones that know. It could be the best fried chicken or the best fried fish. My mom used to go to this place and it was like in the hood. But when I tell you they could fry a fish sandwich, 10 out of 10 if we were doing food videos, right? But I would be like, I don't think I like that. Or have you ever gone to a gas station and they got food there and they be like, I'm telling you, it's the spot. But you will reject it. I know I do. Because I'll be like, food at the gas station? It could throw you off the presentation of it, right? But that doesn't mean that it's not the bomb. That doesn't mean that it's not going to hit, right? And I realized that, like the Bible says, man looks at the outward, but God looks at the heart of a person. He looks at the center, the core. I've missed 10 out of 10 moves, moments, food, Naisha, because I'll be like, Now, I'm not talking about just dirty, but you will be like, yeah, no, I'm not eating out of here. I'm talking about not aesthetically pleasing to you be like, ain't nothing popping off here, excuse me. And there are times that I've seen lines going out the door, and I'll be like, well, and then they be like, try it. My husband is good. He will get on the line, a food truck, something, and I'll be like, It could, I'll be missing out. He'd be like, Suge, you missed out. Why? Because I went by, the outside atmosphere or what I'm familiar with, Tina, or what I think should be, right? And sometimes it's not. And I wanted to have the conversation that, guess what? There's a flow. There's a place that got the silver, the gold, and the oil that has the consistency, that it flows with healing, Tina. It flows with restoration. It flows with joy, but it always doesn't look like it. It's not always aesthetically pleasing. You could pass by your Boaz or your sweet Barbara, whoever it is, and sometimes people be like, he don't look like a good man. What a good man look like? Because the attributes are not always on the outside. There are some things that could be cosmetically fixed or a conversation about, and we will miss it. Boy, when I started United Nations Church 30 years ago, they had 214 Kowalden. We got multiple locations now. But when we started, he started at not even 110 in Farmers. He started on that block. I wish I had the picture where the rapper LL Cool J did videos at. If anybody know about Queens, he started off in a spot. But when I tell you the power of God was there, and he didn't even start over there, he started in another church, and he was just having church. The building was not, there was no cameras, there was no chandeliers, there was no stained glass windows. But when I tell you, Tina, the anointing of God, deliverance, Naisha, Danya was in that place for me. It was life changing. I didn't go for the building. I went for what I would never even imagine was breakthrough, was deliverance, right? Hey, Ayana. And Yana, sometimes we miss out, Ayana, on what God has for us because we are looking for a look or a thing or it to feel away. And I'm telling you, there are times that I have gone places and my husband is getting down eating. He be like, honey, this is the best fried chicken in the city, in the county, in the country. They got the aunties with the, he said they back there and they frying. When I tell you, I'll be like this. Up the street from the church where I'm at right now, there's a store, and everybody, some of the ladies, they be getting that food. It used to be there, and I would be like this. They gave me a piece of that chicken. Oh, I repented. Oh, I was apologetic, right? Because I went by the outward. If you don't believe me, think about Peter. When the Lord, Ayana, told Peter to cast his net, Peter said, I told you all night long and ain't nothing happened. When Peter moved by what God said, obeyed the word, right? Peter caught a haul. The Bible says that Peter had to repent because he was hindered. He was reserved. He was resistant to follow God because of his former experience, because of his analytical thinking. He almost missed on breakthrough, increase, overflow, elevation because of past trials. I've been there. I wanted to say to you that there's a place there's a place, there's a dimension, there's a season, there's a relationship, there's a next for you, and it might not present. First you look at it, you like, think about it. There's so many people, women that's on the phone. I've encountered this. People will say to me, PM, or they call me Marcella. I didn't know. I thought you was this. They go by the outward. I know people have thought that I only dated drug dealers. Why? Because of my outward appearance, or maybe something I had on, or how I came in the door. I ain't never dated a drug dealer in my life. I didn't even date a lot of men, but they assumed that because of the presentation or maybe the rumors, and it was totally inaccurate. Have you ever had women, I need y'all to say something back if you could talk. Have you ever had people, and they say, girl, I thought you was so mean. And you'd be like, why? And then when they get to know you personally, they be like, oh my God, you're amazing. You're so funny. And you'd be like, yeah, a lot of people they don't get this, it's like Bobby Womack. You don't get the side of me. You don't get that side of me. They only get the side that they pay to see. So even in that, there are some relationships that will be developed, moments that will be had. Once you make that initial investment, once you trust God, you're going to see things differently. Does that make sense? And sometimes we don't get that. We don't allow people in, and we don't get to see all that because of, past times, past situations. And I wanted to encourage somebody, don't miss your next moment. Don't miss your next moment. You know what I mean? Because, oh, I didn't know. They didn't tell me. I didn't see it. Some stuff will not be seen. You just got to be led. You got to know that God got you. And then you're going to have to invest in. I lost you guys on Facebook. But however, to all of those that are on, Shandi, if you could, here we go. I had it. If you could tag me in, I'd appreciate it. I don't know why it went away. But anyway, and I know I've seen my husband getting down, eating, getting down. And I'm sitting there like this. let life pass you by, because guess what? I heard that, I can't trust it. You heard that, but did God lead you to that? Thank you. Did God send you there? So that is our prayer, and that's our conversation. That guess what? Show me where, or lead me to where the oil and the flow is, the gold and the silver. Show me, not just I heard, right? Tina, I've been sitting in cars and I could be hungry. My husband stop up where he come from in a station, and then y'all know I'll be like this. I don't understand how you could get fried chicken from the gas station. He like, they rent the space. They ain't putting gas in here. They didn't fry it in gasoline. And I go, no. And when I tell you, I'm sitting there looking like Silly Willy, and he is getting down. He's like, well, where you want to eat at? Because this is the hottest spot. I go by what it looks like, or my presentation, or my concept of something, not knowing that they got it going on. Have you ever prejudged something so much so that you've got it in your head that this is not going to work? And when I tell you, I walked in 1996, United Nations Family Worship Center, and he was just preaching. And that's all he needed to do. I didn't need the cathedral. I didn't need the bell. I didn't need the choir. I needed the word. And that word has kept me, or the words that come out of their mouth. And we grew. And I grew. And I got delivered. And I got healed. And I want to encourage you that guess what? There are some situations that might not present well, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to be a blessing. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a development. I'm married 20 years in February, to the glory of God. My marriage today is not what it was 20 years ago. And I'm thankful for that. I'm not the woman I was 20 years ago. He's not the man that he was 20 years ago. Sunday, we will celebrate 11 years of pastoring. When I tell you that that my church is not the same church from 11 years ago. I walked in there yesterday. They decorate and they grown up. They grown up, the teams, the team leaders, the servant leaders, they know what to do and they run with it. Where before we had to can you do it like this? Could you undo it? So guess what? There is growth in the flow. And this conversation today is not to say settle for anything. What I'm saying is that be led to where God would have you to go, where there's stability, where there's a release of joy, advancement, elevation, new levels of frequency. And it doesn't always show up. Elijah was sustained by a widow woman in Zarephath. If we was to break that down, if we was to talk about Zarephath, a widow woman, a famine, everything says this is a setup to fail. But the Bible says that God sustained Elijah and the widow woman. It also says in the Gospel of Luke, Tina, that there were many widow women in that famine, but Elijah was assigned to her. He said, I've commanded. That means that he preordained it. But imagine you going to Casey to see a widow. That's like going to see a grandmother and being like, Grandma, could you pay my bills? You feel bad about it. You're like, Grandma ain't got no money. How you going on to lean on Grandma? The Lord commanded a blessing in Zarephath through a widow woman, commanded that the prophet would sustain. He was all working back and forth with that thing, Tina. He was all working it. And I want to say, imagine if Elijah would have resisted going to Zarephath. That woman would have died. Elijah would have died. When they lived through the famine, he sustained them. He carried them. But it didn't look like, if you ask me, you sending me somewhere, send me to Ritz-Carlton. Send me to the Ritz. Send me to the penthouse. Don't send me to the bottom. Don't send me to the hood. I want to be where I want to be. It looked like it's going to be luxe. It looks like it's going to be comfortable. He sent her where God sent the prophet where he needed to go. And I want you to hear this. There are some moments you could be sent somewhere and, it's uncomfortable. There are moments that you might work somewhere and it doesn't meet every dime, but God gives you favor. You will see the hand of God. Don't miss out on what God has because of the look. Don't miss out what God has. Because what you're looking at now, that ain't how it's gonna end up. I'm a living witness. I'm to every person that bet against me, to every person that bet against you back in the day. They cast their lots. To every person that bet against Jesus, they sad right now. They off right now. They wish they could rebet, they could cast their lots, change their vote. If this is what I'm saying to you, I know people that said I wasn't gonna amount to zero, zilch, nothing. But with God, they didn't factor that in. They didn't think people would be like, you got at your church? What? They thought that was going to be a problem. And without the anointing, without the right people, without God, it would have been problematic. Absolutely. Have you ever had anybody bet against you, speak against you, count you out, and look at God? I love when they post and say, whoever counted against you couldn't count. God, have mercy. Don't you miss out on what God is doing. Because your first impression, pray about it. Is this the place that I'm supposed to be at? Is this the place of healing? It don't have to have everything, Naisha. It don't have to have the whistles and the bells. If you told me to come here for healing, remember, thank you, Holy Spirit. The Lord said, I want you to go to Canaan. Canaan. I got a land flowing with milk and honey. They got there, but wasn't there some big giants in the land? And what did it do? It scared them off. They was like, we see ourselves as grasshoppers. These people are bigger than us, right? But wasn't there milk and honey? Wasn't they carrying grapes and figs and everything that the Lord said? They just couldn't get over the people that were there that the Lord was driving out. Once they overrode the milk and the honey, they overrode the goodness, they overrode the overflow for what they saw. And then they start self-reflecting and saying, hey, Tawana, I love you. I'm going to be like, yeah, Mom. She just came back from Jamaica. Tawana, sometimes that devil will throw you off from, I ain't going. I don't know why it don't look right. Wait a minute. You didn't even get inside. Boy, I dealt with this guy. He was a custom couch maker. This is a true story. When I bought my house 6 years ago, right? And somebody had told me, I went up to, North Carolina is the furniture capital, and I'm standing online, and this woman said to me, I know you could get a couch made for this amount of money. And I'm like, what? She said, it's up here. When I tell you, it was factually what she said. My couch is in my formal room, right? But when we pulled up, the house had gunshots outside. My husband said, what in the world? I see they big fancy truck. We go inside, and these people, this is in the pandemic, y'all. These people are in there with no mask on, cold. We were like, master couch makers. And this man had a spin with drugs and lost everything. Right? And he said, I that's my Honda out there. I used to drive this fancy car, and drugs just took everything. Drugs just, I was addicted. And he started telling his story. He made our couches. He had the frames, he had everything, and he knew to connect to everybody up there. When I tell you, we were like, what? But the initial going into that house looked like, watch your back. I was like, I'm leaving my pocketbook. Oh no. But if we would have pulled off, what's in my living room, the value of what's in my living room, the testimony, one of my spiritual sisters and brothers got several things made from him, custom, right? And he was making it for other stores, outsourcing it. The Lord sent me right to the source. Didn't have to buy anything. But the initial, Bishop, am I kidding, was scary. You would be like, they didn't have no heat. He didn't care. He was like, I just got peace. Breakthrough was there for us. Favor was there for us. But the initial, OMG. Imagine if I would have walked away. A lot of people rejected Jesus Christ because he didn't look like what they wanted. They looked at the initial and they was like, born of flesh, looking like this. He couldn't be powerful. They didn't accept John the Baptist. They went out in the wilderness, and the Lord had to say, what did you go in the wilderness to see? A reed shaking in the wind? He was doing what he was called to do. And they were like, what is this? Kings live in castles. They were looking for something totally different than the power of God, miracles. Are you looking for your flow? Are you looking for the gold, the silver? Are you looking for peace? Are you looking for deliverance? Are you looking for maturity? Are you looking for healing? Or are you looking for a good time? Are you going to church? Are you not going to church because I don't want to be challenged? Are you looking for deliverance? Are you looking for a social club? See, that's a lot of the answer. That's a lot of the question. Yeah, Bishop said, yes, I did not want to look like it didn't look like anything good was on the other side of the door, LOL. It didn't look, Tawana, sometimes we could get upset, and we don't like the way it looked. But when I tell you, I didn't like the gas station, but you could not refute that they had the good chicken, the good mac and cheese, and they had the aunties and they was back there bumping. I wound up being hungry. Y'all got to hear this, Danya. It was available to me. When we pulled up to the gas station, it was food. It was hot. They were clean. But because I couldn't get over being a New Yorker, we don't have gas stations that got fried chicken. That comes in another region and time. And I get chicken from the chicken spot, and then I get gas from the gas spot. I don't departmentalize everything. I was left hungry. Not Bishop Antonio. He ate to the full. He like, you sure you don't want none? Because he gonna eat some chicken, right? He gonna eat what he eat and drink his drink. I was hungry. I missed that opportunity. But then once we're gone, he let me take a little bit, right? And I was like this, oh, I didn't know. I tried to tell you, we too far to go back now. You're not gonna get that experience. So let me tell you, I learned this from him. We in Atlanta the other day, and he done Googled, he done Yelped some place to get chicken. I'm with him long enough to know. He said, they got Korean fried chicken. And I'm like, Korean fried chicken? When I tell y'all, it was 10 out of 10. And I was like, I'm not going to order. I'm going to taste yours. I'm still on the fence with him, right? Best chicken. He said, they got great reviews, right? So I was like, all right. When I seen it, I was like, really? Ayana, what's up, Regina? There are moments in growth I've learned to trust him, right? Because I missed out too many times. How many woulda, coulda, shouldas are we going to go by? How many, if I coulda, when it's been right there. When I first started with Bishop, he stopped at them gas stations. It's a no. And my pride and my fear and my cultural background, New York being South, would sit there like this. He gone. He eating. He's satisfied. Right? How many times are you going to let people get a breakthrough? How many times are you going to see people walking in their destiny and they building in their testimony, and you on the sideline talking about sitting on the dock of the bed, watching the tide roll away? How long before you get in and trust God? So then when we went to Atlanta, right, he said it was the best chicken, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20. And I was like, honey, yes, I done got acclimated to not looking and prejudging. When it comes, if it works, then we'll work with it. If it doesn't, you got to trust God and know that your steps are ordered. This is the conversation, because I know I'm not the only one that has sat back and prejudged people. She looked like she nasty, but she looked like she rich. So then I connect with that, thinking that that's an advancement, and that ain't nothing. There are many people, and I'm going to come at you right now straight. You will override the usher, the parking attendant, to make sure you be friends with somebody that's on the choir or somebody, the pastor, when the usher might have your breakthrough. That's why you got to love people and treat people fairly. God is not a respecter of person. So the usher at the door might be the one that had your light bill money, right? Or your apartment or your next level. But you so busy thinking it's the preacher. The preacher might not got nothing but bills. The preacher might not have nothing for you. But Sister Usher, that you walked past and that you disregarded, that right there was the blessing. But she the usher. Oh, she the usher. What was she at the door? She the low level. You got to be careful. When you go to the grocery store, I speak to everybody. And I don't just throw my, hey, how you doing, Sarah? Right? You never know. Today, this lady came in to do our blood work. And as soon as she walked in the door, I don't care if it's my gardeners, I don't care if it's my painters, I'm gonna offer them something. It is hot. She walked in the door, I greeted them. I just discerned she was a good person. Why? Because she's a human person. She's in my house, right? She came to do a service. I said, you want something to drink? I got a bottle of water. I said, I ain't got no nasty house. We not no funny people. I ain't got roaches. I'm not infested. And she laughed. Before she was working with us talking. Here it is. So I said, I have thin veins. I want y'all to hear this. And I said to the Lord, I sat there and I was like, this could be a problem. I said, Lord, please let this be a one and done. When she takes my blood, I get it done. She turns around and says, I pray that this is a one and done, because sometimes the hand could be a problem. We just said the same thing. We just said the same prayer, right? And I said, and it was a one and done, just like that. You know what I did? I invited her. She didn't know it was us. I had my rods in my hair. My husband came downstairs with his hoodie on. And I was like, you're really cool. We would love to see you at one of the best churches. She looks at the flyer and go, hey, that's y'all. She said, I just got such a good vibe from y'all. And I said, and the same here. I hope this, and we just talked, declared blessings on her and sent her on her way, right? Imagine if she would have prejudged us to be in the pastors. We had to have our rollers on our hair, hoodies on. We look like, right? But guess what? She was welcomed. And what I'm saying to you is, you could miss your blessing by being in your head. Don't be in your head. Be in the flow of God. Trust God. And you ain't got to sit on the side hungry, nor begging for nobody. Am I right? Somebody needs to be like, trust God. You got to just ask the Lord, is this the vein? Where's the flow? They got the gold, the silver, and the oil. Is this the ministry? Well, they ain't got no choir. No, God gonna have you develop the choir, or that you gonna bring in a singer. You didn't know your cousin gonna come. Is this the place? If I would have looked at the building 30 years ago where the Pullens was at, I'd have missed my husband. I'd have missed my peace. I'd have missed my destiny. I would have missed my relationship. I would have missed life. I wasn't living. I was dead in my trespasses. But thank God I went in the building and I went for that word. I went in the building and I focused on God, not my surroundings. And God has kept me. I was in New York. I am now living in the Carolinas. You can't make this stuff up. Your next level of growth and advancement is in the flow. It just might not look like it. It might not look like it. Don't reject it. Pray about it. Follow God. Trust God. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for joining midday. Thank you. Everybody send some hearts. Somebody back, I'm going to trust God. I'm going to trust God. I ain't sitting on the side hungry, watching everybody eat. I'm not going to sit here bitter, watching people get blessed. I'm going to trust God. Your blessing might not look like my blessing, because guess what? He don't have to do a duplicate. I'm not going to sit here, I wish I could do that. And I wish it might come and it might look a little weird, and it might have a little diagnosis, and it might need a little pill, and it might need a little haircut, and it might need a little gym membership, and it might need a little prayer. Whatever it might need, God's going to do it, right? Trust me, God's going to do it. Think about it. You look like a blessing. Lisa, we now think we the blessing. Naisha, we didn't look like that. We didn't look like that. Shoot, he had to work on us and still working on us. And then you hear people say, you so beautiful. You so this. You be like, oh, okay, thanks. If you would have seen me a little bit, if you would have talked to me a little earlier, you might not be saying it. But however, God packaged it. Thank God for the people that can see beyond the place that we're at. Thank God for a laser sharp vision. I pray that you would be able to see beyond what's being presented. and see what God is doing. Had David never pursued the Lord with the ephod, got the ephod in Ziklag, and Ziklag is a place of building, of maturity, of spiritual muscles, of development. Ziklag is the place that David found out Jonathan and David had died. So there was a lot of emotional attachment, a lot of trauma there, a lot of history there. But guess what? That is the place. Ziklag is the place he recovered all. Ziklag is the same place, 1 Samuel 30, Danya, that he lost everything, but he didn't stay there. Does that make sense? It is the place that he recaptured, recovered, recompensed, realigned. Y'all want to talk about the power of in 1 Samuel 30? And then you need to go on over there to Amazon and order Orrin Pullen's Jr. book, or Orrin Pullen's book about the power of He just released it on Sunday, and it's going to tell you and teach you about realignment. It's going to talk about the resurrection and getting back in the game, and how God brought them back to life. There are some of you that missed opportunities, fell off, and I need the power. What's his other book I got? Oh, that's the leadership book I got here. Let me see what other books I got up here. Yeah, the power of I got all my Christian books over here. That, guess what? You need to revisit it. Here it is. I pray that we don't miss the opportunity because we got offended. Oh, I ain't like it. I wasn't sure. What you mean? Did you see what was on the other side of the door? Or did you let the enemy scuffle you out, punk you out? We gone. I say, trust God, trust God, trust God. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us. We will be back on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you're new here, and I want to ask you if you could you go through your notifications and follow again? Some of us have updates on our phone, and Facebook is making it hard to find the broadcast. If you could check your settings and make sure that you're following me so that when I put the notification out, we could jump on and we could gather and have our lunch. I appreciate everyone that's having lunch at your job. Some of you are on and you can't say a word, but you're listening. I absolutely love you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being consistent and following. I've grown here. 4 years ago, I wasn't doing what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, not looking like what I'm looking like as we talk, but together we've grown. Thank you for sticking around, for staying, for praying for midday, for like, tagging, and sharing, for coming through. Thank you for helping me to grow. I absolutely love you, and I'm totally appreciative that we have lunch together. You guys are amazing. And because of you, because of your commitment, because of your consistency, I'm a better person. I'm a better me. I'm a better wife, a better pastor, a better friend. I absolutely love you for all of your commitment. Thank you. Listen, if you want to sow today and say, guess what? I'm sowing my seed today. Bishop, he said, please go to the Marcella Book of Ministry page and reset your follow settings to priority. Yeah. And favorite. Thank you, honey. And receive notifications. So if you go to Marcella Booker page, that's my ministry page, reset your follow settings to priority. That means that's right away. And favorite. So it's priority and favorite so that you can receive the notification so that we can do what we're doing even quicker and greater. So go to your settings, go to my page, go to your settings, go to priority, go to favorite, and then reset it. Thank you, so that you can receive the notification so that we can spend our time together. Those that said you want to sow your seed in the increments of $7, $17, 27, 777, go to $ Fab Marcy 70. Thank you for sowing your seed. We absolutely love you. And listen, I'm excited about what God's getting ready to do. I'm excited for what he's doing, and you're going to find out what he's doing. Because you ain't going to run away. You ain't going to be scared. I don't like it. I don't know. You're going to stick around. You're going to see. You're going to pray. You're going to trust God and be led. David was led to fight the Amalekites, the raiders, and he won. And I'm telling you, that same God is going to lead you to your biggest victory yet. That same God. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to hear it. You're going to testify about it, and you're going to tell me, and I'm going to share it because I'm celebrating you. I'm happy for you. Have an amazing week. We'll see you next week. Be blessed.
I'm talking about a big God who would